Alright gamers, welcome to my Caitlyn 14.10 gameplay guide. This game we're going to be playing Caitlyn Leona into Smolder Tahm Kench. Smolder is probably a little bit weak on this patch, at the very least people have definitely not figured out his itemization. God damn it. We got barrier, so I'm not too bad here. Barrier, by the way, very good summoner on this patch. Because they took the fight in the middle of my wave, looks like they are going to be utterly punished here. I might need the flashes to kill Smolder though. Oh, come on. I didn't have a ward to actually finish him off, man. That was sad. Okay, Leona, go for blood at least. But Smolder's the one that got the kill on me. That's so annoying. Yeah, anyway, that was a bit awkward because we were both camping this brush, me and Leona, until like 125 or something. And then Udyr started demanding a leash, which was like way later than we can actually get there, but Leona decided it was smart to leash anyway. Hence me suddenly being 1v2 in lane because I wasn't gonna go walk over to leash just to do 2 auto attacks. Oh, nice one. Alright, rough start for me because I'm also going to be really behind in farm considering the wave state, but hey, rough is how I like it, so that we'll just roll with that. And our focus here is to crash this. Where is Briar? We've already seen her on the map somewhere, but I didn't catch quite where. It's possibly top? Yeah, it's top lane. Missing a lot of CS there, but whatever. I'm probably just gonna take this opportunity to go ahead and base, I think. Because yeah, I'm just gonna be alone here. I don't want to be laning 1v2. I guess I can just base for a longsword. That'll be something. Hey, Caitlyn, to me, feels pretty good on this patch. I would say this is definitely a buff to her compared to the previous patch. Just looking at her win rate right now, it has actually gone up by 1%. Which makes sense to me. So what the build path we're going to go for here is probably going to be Collector into Infinity Edge. Collector should be the better laning choice than Infinity Edge. But Infinity Edge is like crazy strong right now. Building both together though, we're going to have an insane amount of burst. Trying to use Leona to body block for the Tahm Kench Q. She's standing out of the way though, so I'll just predict it there and juke. Really behind the XP though, as you can see, but I should catch up a little bit after this wave. Where is Smolder? Ah, damn it. I thought the rest of this wave was under turret. Apparently it is, what the hell? Oh man. I'll place a trap there, see if it can potentially save anybody. Spoiler alert, it did not save anybody. We are not gonna let Smolder get away with this recall, by the way. This is illegal. Oh, nice. And perfectly, we have just enough AD to be lost hitting. Under the turret. Is Smolder here? No. Then we try a blind Q here. Ooh, we cancelled his recall, so this is really, really, really good. Even if I didn't see Smolder in that brush, smart thing to do is still to just throw a blind Q into that brush anyway, because we can imagine if he wants to recall, that's the most basic way to place to try and recall and get a good base. Because we're smart, we're not going to let that happen. So if he wants to base now, he's going to miss out on at least one cannon whiff. Also gives us a lot of time to get this plating and damage onto the next plating. Yeah. Good. I mean, it's probably for the best that he did just end up recalling. Like, sometimes you just gotta accept, man, I'm gonna have a really shitty recall here, but I do need the mana, I do need the HP, I do need the items. Staying to try and get a better recall is not an option. Ooh, not bad. Sure, let's focus Kench. Oh, he's not gonna die anymore. If Leona can stun Smolder again, I'll place a trap under him. Ah, but I didn't get it to Brock in time. My bad. So the damage we did to them overall was much greater than the damage they did to us, so it's a pretty good trade from behind. Smolder has a BF sword, so he's massively ahead of me. Of course, he's still a fairly weak early champion. Okay, we see Briar mid right now. I would like to continue poking, but I need Leona supporting me, so if I'm catching engages, we're gonna have her helping me out. Okay, I've got barrier if I need it. I might end up needing it for sure. What the hell? I'm gonna have to flash here, sadly. That'd have been better if I didn't lose vision once again. Still, I think I baited like 2 flashes there. I ended up having to flash myself as well. It's a shame. I wanted to stay at least until BF sword, but it's not gonna happen this time. Get the sort of Dirk instead. Go for the boots as well. I think the Leona Caitlyn duo is a little bit awkward just because the Leona Q is... Like in theory, if I know exactly when she's gonna use it, I can time my trap exactly to proc under the stun. But when I don't actually know the exact timing where she's gonna use her stun, which is like when it's coming off of cooldown, for example, it's really hard to time it right. It takes a really high reaction time. Or, sorry, low reaction time. I have a feeling they're either basing here or doing Drake. Either way, probably the best thing to do is to shove. And hopefully we can get another plating there. Smolder Hatch actually has 0 plating, so... Between the fact that I have a CS lead and the fact that I'm actually getting platings here, it's one way to keep up with him while we're still behind from the early fight.
Even the smallest clue can
So Tom catches a pink ward. If I place a trinket right now, it's gonna get cleared. So I'm just gonna try and see, face check if there's any pinks here. We clear that. He's level 6, by the way. I need to be really careful here. Because I don't want to get eaten and swallowed up. This could be really good, though. Oh. Is it really good, though? Oh, man. Ooh, stunned him. I need to get out. Okay, let's go, TF. And for me... Okay, so Bars on the Drakes is about to be coming for us next. Oh my god, it's too fast. I'll try and drag it away from my team if I can. It's not looking good though, fellas. Yikes, that sucks, man. That is truly unfortunate. Man, and I just can't base on the components that I actually want. Just can't get a W here. Of course, the downside of the new patch is pretty much every first item you could possibly want builds out a BF sword now, so can't afford BF sword on your first base? Okay, no biggie, you still got more opportunities. Can't afford it on your second base? It happens, the best of us. Can't afford BF sword on the third base? Ooh, that's rough, buddy. Can't afford it on the fourth base? Can't afford it on the fifth base? Not great, not great at all. What are we on, third base now? Probably. Ah, I thought that would reach him. Not worth it if it doesn't reach. I'll just get some attack speed now. Also makes me feel a whole lot smoother. But I only need to get 900 gold from now before I can actually get a good base. I don't actually want to crash there, by the way, so that's lame that she just used her W for whiff clear. Crash or push, I just want to be frozen. This leaves them more vulnerable to a gank. We're gonna ignore the minions. We have a headshot, so... No, actually we don't have a headshot, but either way. The important thing here is to actually just go for Tahm Kench, not even the smolder. No? Dude, I'm just placing traps everywhere, but this guy is just taking weird pathing. There we go. Go for the Udyr. Okay, I've got a headshot now. We'll just use it on the turret, that's fine. Keeping an eye on the map, I see a Kali. Don't see Briar. I have no idea where Briar is. I'm going to use my ultimate on the Smolder, by the way. 283 cut down damage so far. It goes up to 305. So I did about 23 extra damage on Smolder just by having cut down when I harass him with ult. How sick is that? I think cut down has really nice synergy with Caitlyn for that reason. Because you do often want to be using your ult just to harass. So I don't actually want to base here, right? Because I want to base on a BF sword. But there's not much point trying to harass right now, so I'll just hide. So this is not exactly what I wanted to do, but I'll have to back up Leona there. The point, though, was that I wanted to hide in this brush and make them assume that I had based. When really I'm just going to cheese them. I'll just, I don't know, like headshot Smolder or something, or Q him. I need to stand in a safe spot here because, if we have no vision of Tahm Kench in the brush, he can just easily start channeling his E, his knock-up thing. And it's going to be really hard to react, so I want to be in a safe spot if he ever does engage on me. If we were further ahead, I could position more aggressively, but we're actually the ones that are behind in this matchup so far, so we have to play accordingly. Okay, but pretty much one more wave and I've finally got the BF sword. Then it's just a matter of actually finding a good base. So when Tahm Kench plays out in the open like this, this makes me much more effective against him, or it makes him rather much less effective. Because I can actually see if he's going to channel his E, so I know exactly what I can get away with, where I need to position, where if I need to juke or not. I'm going to place a ward in the brush. Nice, so we have good vision here. So if I have good vision here, then I can play aggressive, I can posture aggressively, and I can just start shoving this, and I just want to base for my BF sword. Because I'm about to base anyway, I don't care about holding on to that ult cooldown, I just want to deal as much damage as possible. The awkward thing is they have vision if I base here, but basing really far back is also not amazing. I'd rather not do that, so I'm going to base where I know that I have vision, or I hope that I have vision. Looks like I will get away with it. Perfect. So if they did cancel my base with like a Tahm Kench Q, that's fine. If he uses E and it's actually on me, I'll have to use my E to dodge it. If I have to stay a little bit longer, it's not a disaster. But definitely I don't want to back all the way off here, because then I absolutely miss this entire wave 100%. Look, even with how greedy you could say the recall I took was, you can see I'm just barely here in time. Nice. Actually, I barely missed anything, which is great. But yeah, the recall timing would have been so much worse. And I would have missed a lot more. Alright, so they might be trying to base on it. No, actually they're not. Okay, so Tahm Kench out of vision. We can't see a Z casting, right? So we're going to back off. Caitlyn... Leona, gonna be recalling here, so we're gonna have to respect the fact that we're 1v2. Can't be looking to cancel recalls right now, probably. There's a chance Tahm Kench already recalled. I can't gamble that, though. Just gonna push this. And maybe we just rotate mid here while we're waiting. I mean, I'm sure they've based by now, but... Okay, this is fine. The fight is already over. But in the meantime, I had nothing actually to do, and I didn't want to step up too far forwards in case I get engaged on by Tahm Kench. If they happen to be staying. Really unlikely, but it's possible. So while we're waiting until a safer time where we can be sure they've actually recalled, why not path towards mid, just in case we end up being needed there, even if it seems unlikely. This could be for us. Probably not then. My team is on the Drake. I'm gonna help them with that. Nice. I knew Tahm Kench didn't really have time to reach Smolder there, so good time to ult him. So I was about to get my fleet movement speed. I should have realized that, and after my first auto, I should continue walking towards Smolder. Because not only do I get the fleet movement speed, I also get the headshot on that auto. So I should use the fleet movement speed to continue running to Smolder to get the headshot on him. Place a trap there, but... We're not very good at killing tanks, by the way, as Caitlyn, and... This fight has some very tanky individuals in it. Ooh, not bad. Did that hit her? Nope. But she's dead. Nice one. And this is a Briar. What the hell is she doing? Nice one. Smolder's also very low. I don't have a headshot stacked up is the sad thing here. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave him. Also kind of just wasted a headshot. I should have kept that just in case I could use it to call Smolder if he's gonna decide to overstay. Looking like you probably won't, though. Alright, so we kind of fudged up the early game a little bit. Although I will say that Caitlyn probably wasn't like the best pick of the Tahm Kench, just because I don't really have the damage to kill him. Nice. I think a lot of points I could have made an outplay that could have turned the lane around, if not for the fact that the Tahm Kench was just too goddamn tanky to actually make a play against. Any kind of outplay would just lead to him being like, oh no, I will die if this fight goes on for 20 seconds longer. I guess I'll just leave, and yeah. So, that's fine. We lose lane. It's unideal as Caitlyn, who has a pretty strong lane, but on the other hand, we do have a very strong late game. It's only her mid game that is her weak point. So it's not the end of the world. We can come back from this. Probably won't scale as well as Smolder, but hey, we can certainly try and play better than him in the mid to late game. If I go bot right now, it might end badly for us. I'm just gonna stay pushing mid. And then we can actually try and push bot as a team, if the enemy bot lane are still potentially overextended. We even have the TF ult, so we're gonna get a start, and I'm gonna start spamming in towards bot lane. Come on, TF. Whoa, did I just see Tahm Kench? I certainly did. Well, I can at least defend bot lane right now. Yeah, that guy, I'm not gonna be able to help that guy, so good riddance feels harsh. Goodbye. Let's go with goodbye. Okay, he has vision.
Boom. Headshot. You won't escape.
Potentially this could be seen as greedy to shove another wave here, but I'm gonna bet that they weren't expecting me to. So they're not really getting ready to punish this. We also have Leona with us, so we have some protection. This might be for me. No, it's actually for Udyr on top side, okay. I don't really have enough pressure to actually bother trying to actually push that turret, but just getting the extra wave there was nice. Gives me a lot of time to rotate towards top side here while Smolder's safely under turret. He should probably not, or rather the Tahm Kench probably should not just be sitting there, falling with Smolder, because it's very unlikely that we would ever try to do anything to Smolder. Smolder's perfectly fine farming there alone, so Udyr could be part of whatever, Tahm Kench could be part of whatever's going on top side. Now they just have two bot lane for absolutely no reason. Nice, and now Smolder misses out on a lot of farm because they both chose to rotate over. I would have shoved at least one more wave, if not chosen to trade turrets as well. I probably could have also killed the other guy, Smolder, but oh well. Oh, didn't quite get her there. Thought I would though. Oh, Udyr. Oh, TF, what are you guys doing? you don't have to tank the turret. Arguably, by the way, I also made a mistake in doing Collector Rush instead of Infinity Edge in this lane. Just because of the fact that Infinity Edge, even at first item, probably just... Yeah, I say probably. It just does do more DPS than Collector. And obviously we were talking about how the Tahm Kench is so insanely tanky that it was hard to do anything against him. Well, maybe a little bit more DPS would have been helpful there. It's also the kind of lane where, as much as Caitlyn did not really synergize greatly with lethal tempo... Okay. It would have been the kind of lane where she could actually use lethal tempo just because oh my god. I'm gonna try and flash here. Jesus, I'm so slowed. What is slowing me? That felt like a 3-second slow or something. Nice one. Huge. We're actually picking up kills. Got a pretty clean score. Let's hope the game doesn't end too soon though, because this is not much of a showcase of patch 14.10 Caitlyn if we just end the game with one item. An item that was already in the game before, except it has different build paths now. Alright. At this point, ideally we would be getting a crit cloak here, because now that we have Infinity Edge, our crit scaling is absolutely insane. Can't afford that though, so we're gonna go for the Zeal instead. The build path I like to go on a Zeal ADC, Zeal item ADC, once we have Infinity Edge, is I like to build Zeal straight into another crit cloak, and then we finish the Zeal item. That is what I like doing. So in this situation, the second crit cloak would later go on to build towards Lord Dominic's regards. And obviously the Zeal just builds into, in this case, Fire Cannon is probably going to be ideal since we're playing Caitlyn. If we do want more tank melting power though, we can absolutely do Phantom Dancer. That is an option. Just looking at their comp. So it would be really nice to have some super high range against the Smolder, just to pressure him with. Actually, I could have stayed top. We can both stay top. We can gank this guy. I'll try and trap. Oh, never mind. I keep misclicking and they could have gotten TF killed. Good thing he lived, because that would have been embarrassing. And I would have had a lot of explaining to do to him. There might be a Briar ult in a second. That's a very predictable one though. Oh, TF. Oh no, she can only go for me now. What the hell? Try and trap under her. Close enough, she is zoned by that at the very least. Huge, goddamn. Caitlyn TF synergy. I would love to recall on 1400 gold, so 300 gold more, because that will give me Zeal onto crit cloak. So then I can really showcase just how crazy the damage you can deal is at only 2 items. You know, well, 2.5, let's say, with those components. We should probably be doing Baron, because I already have an inhib down. At the very least, I guess we should push top. TF is the right idea, actually. Okay, we got the turret. We, as a team. But yeah, let's do Baron. I think that's a correct call here. The enemy team are obviously too distracted. APTF, so he doesn't have much DPS, but we should be fine. I'm sure Redeer can take it up. We've already done a lot of damage. This is so easy. Whoa. What the hell was she clearing a ward there for? On that HP. Beautiful. Now we have the gold that we need. Now, if you can go straight into the item that you want, then okay, fair enough. You can just go and do that. No need to go for the crit cloak. I'm sure the Zeal item is going to be a better power spike, but as a component, the crit cloak is way better than Scout Slingshot. Once you have Infinity Edge, your crit scaling is immense. And crit cloak just becomes an amazing component. A great thing about Zeal on this patch as well, and it also applies to Noon Quiver in case you're going for either Yun Tal or Shield Bow. I don't know if I really recommend Shield Bow in this patch, but at least Yun Tal. They both give 20% crit chance instead of 15%, which is what Crit Cloak gives. Would this be for me? Probably not. Whoa. Oh, okay. Oop. Okay, she's really low now though. Okay, now maybe do we want to go kill somebody? Oh crap. Oh, she must have vision there, right? Or does it just follow people? Oh, no, it follows people even if she can't see them. Whoa, hello. Place trap between me and him, so if he tries to walk towards me, that's already obstructing him. Misplaced that, my bad. I'm terrible at Caitlyn, to be honest. There we go. Gonna have to execute that very slowly, but it was really good damage. See if we can show that off against somebody tankier like the Tahm Kench maybe. The set is very behind.
Someone call for a sheriff.
Although I can also base here. I think I might actually just do the Phantom Dancer though, so we can see the crazy DPS. Because I feel like that might be more useful in this game. Although the Tahm Kench is really behind as it is as well actually, despite his good performance in lane. Oop, my bad. For now they seem just too distracted, so we're gonna keep on pushing top. And maybe get the mid inhib again. If we can get 2 inhibs. We'll obviously start with the top one where we have minions. Do I want to ult anywhere? Maybe we ult smoke. No, we ult the Kali, right? Hang on, I gotta take care of this. Whoa, what the? Trap between me and him. Another trap between us. I have barrier this whole time if I need it, by the way. Dude, that guy came on my screen exactly as I looked away from my screen. How crazy is that? Is he gonna reach me? He might try and... Ooh, I wasn't sure if it would reach or not, so... Bro is dead as fuck. You see that damage? I'm a little bit ahead of this point, obviously, but I have a lot of unspent gold at the same time. I think I'm doing overall fairly mediocre for Caitlyn, you know, a little bit on the upper end. But the damage is just absolutely nuts. I will say that the Tompkins was a little bit underleveled, though. I don't care who this hits, anybody is fine. Nice one. I probably shouldn't be trying to fight here, I should base. I'm really too low to be doing anything here. Now, if they have vision here, this is really awkward. Oh my god. I've really misplaced that trap, my bad. Okay. I've slowed her down with the traps. And now she actually can't step through there. Let's see if she tries, though. This is... I'm gonna have to settle for trying to kill her. Nice. Yeah, sadly, because there was minions between me and Smolder, and they just weren't gonna stop chasing me, I was kind of screwed there in a really unfortunate way. Because if this wave doesn't exist, I just EQ Smolder and I'm probably fine. Granted, this bar actually also... Like, I was probably gonna get collapsed no matter what eventually anyway. Because instead of chasing me through there, where I trapped off, she instead came through up here. And I couldn't initially walk to the left like I intended to because of Smolder appearing. But at the very least, I might have been able to one-shot Smolder if not for these minions. But you can clearly see they're blocking my E. If I don't have my E, nothing's gonna happen there. So, we have to go for the bar instead. But anyway, now we have a lot of gold spent, if we get the chance to actually use it. I think I can just go ahead and sell my Dorn's Blade at this point. And if you want to go for a super bursty Caitlyn build, skip the Zeal entirely. Instead of the Zeal, just do Noon Quiver and replace the Fire Cannon or the Phantom Dance or whatever with Yuntal instead. You're gonna do such insane burst. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.